DA, welcome back to KLBJ, and how did you play today here at the Hills?
Mr. Radio, it's always great to be back with you. I played okay. I got a little tune-up from the great Randy Smith at Royal Oaks Country Club back in Dallas. Randy's been a long-time friend and gave me a little tune-up on my way driving down here, and that paid off.
Explain to everybody, you're an accomplished player with victories on the regular tour, the Champions Tour. You need a tune-up? Explain that, how a guy, Randy Smith, who also works with the great Justin Leonard from Royal Oaks Country Club, how can he give you a tune-up? A guy, you're just a little over north of 50.
A little over.
What is the deal? How can you get a tune-up on the phone?
Well, it wasn't on the phone.
It was on the phone?
Yeah, no, I did stop by there and hit balls with him. But many times they can help us on the phone by just talking through things.
Right.
Sometimes we get too many thoughts, and we have to make it more simple. I hit a few balls with Randy. I was in Dallas Monday and Tuesday of the EDS Byron Nelson, and then I went to play the Legends with Tom Pertzer. Both Pertz and I struggled a little bit, so I saw him again, and he kind of noticed I was moving off the ball a little too much. I was trying to turn and be aggressive, something we had talked about the week before, but golfers tend to, well, if a little bit will help, maybe a lot will be really good, and I was doing it too much, and so I got a little back off the ball. I made that adjustment in about an hour session. My caddy Troy Martin, who's sitting right out here, has a good eye on me, and I think I stayed a lot more level today, and you need to playing in the wind of the Hills, and so I feel pretty good about it.
Randy Smith is got Justin Leonard. He's the guy that developed Justin Leonard. Justin left for a while, but now Justin's back with Randy.
Justin came back, and it's fine to go check out another thought. He did. It helped him a little bit to the beginning, but then he slid. He was ranked in the 200s. Now he's ranked in the top 20. Randy is a Hall of Famer. He's the only golf professional that I know has won the PGA Professional of the Year and the Teacher of the Year nationally. He's already been inducted in the Hall of Fame. But he's a great instructor. He's like a kid. He's 50-some years old, but he's like a kid. He's got that enthusiasm. Also works with Harrison Frazier, another Longhorn.
Right.
I also got a little tune-up from Dave Pelz' son this morning, Eddie Pelz.
Eddie Pelz,
And Dave and Eddie joined me last year before I played here, and I worked with Dave for so long, and Dave was up in Colorado for a few days off, but I got Eddie, or Little D as we call it. And so I'm trying to get tuned up so I can get back in the hunt a little bit.
The only bad thing about Randy Smith, he's a huge Texas Tech fan. The first time I met Randy many years ago was at Spike Dyke's house after one of those bad years when Tech defeated Texas in a bad way. Randy is a big Spike Dykes fan and Raider Power.
Yeah, he bleeds red and black. There's no doubt about that.
How'd you find the course today? I got to play with Dr. Gil Morgan. It's playing fast. I think it's playing very fast.
It is playing fast. There's more grass on the greens. I think they got a little overseed on the greens, and the greens have a lot of grass. But it is. I think the bunkers got stirred up a little bit with all the heavy rain over the weekend. But I think the golf course has recovered, and it all depends on the wind here. When you have heavy winds and you're playing 16 here, or the tournament 16, that par 3, that can give you fits. So you need to drive the ball well. You need to put it in the right position, and then hold a few putts, and that'll work out for you every time.
You had a top 5 finish here last year. What's your confidence level going into this? You finished second last year.
Yeah, I did. I was coming down the stretch playing with Scott Hoke the last day, and we were back and forth, and had a chance right to the last hole. But I've played a little scratchy so far this year. I have had a lot going, with the TPC at Las Colinas that we were trying to finish up. But it's time to kind of put a little more energy into my game, and I hope to do that. I normally enjoy playing this time of year, springtime.
Right.
It starts to warm up a little bit. That's always been good for me. Speaking
of the EDS Byron Nelson Classic, you got rave reviews from the fans and the players on the course, and what drama it was Sunday afternoon when Ryan Moore and Adam Scott dueled down the stretch, and they had it playing really tough Sunday, but they had tough conditions too.
Well, they really did. They had tough conditions all week. It was interesting for me because when we talked a week ago, the players got in there on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and couldn't have been more complimentary. John Cunningham, the golf course superintendent, did an unbelievable job. The entire team. And it really came together, and the players saw it and they felt it. Well, the winds got cranked up about 30 miles an hour on Thursday and Friday, and the field staff was going to set it up tough. Now, we didn't have a lot of rough, but they had strong winds from the south. On Saturday, it came from the east, and on Sunday, you had a cold front and rain came from the north. And they really didn't come off the pin placements of the tee markers, and so that stirred them up a little bit. But when the highest ranked player in the field, Adam Scott, wins, and you have a finish with birdies at 16, 17, 18, and then again the playoff, everybody's happy. EDS stepped up for a renewal of an extra 4 years. The Four Seasons have already sold 9 new memberships, and their phones are ringing off the wall. The Salesmanship Club's happy. The Tour's happy. What we're happy about is that I think we've paid respect to Byron, and we want to kind of give a little kick forward, a little momentum for the future for his tournament.
Well, when you have a winner like Adam Scott, you know he's the man who makes grown women swoon. You know, that's the first thing. Oh, he's so cute. He'll be a great champion.
Yeah, he really will. He handled it very well. And actually, Trevor Immelman coming in, his first event after the Masters, being worn down from doing David Letterman and everything else he was doing, you know, he couldn't have been nicer with his comments and really stated that I think some of the top players will come back. Now, he had a tough time and missed the cut pretty badly, but he still stuck with his comments, and that's good for everybody.
How do your chances look this week heading into the tournament beginning tomorrow? And again, DAT's off at noon with Bob Gilder and Bruce Litsky. How do you feel? Is your game okay? Game in shape? Or?
I feel pretty good after the work I've done this week. You know, the couple practice sessions I mentioned, and I like the golf course. I've finished in the top 10 here a number of times. Had a good chance to win last year, so I'd like to kind of get back in that same position and give myself a chance on Sunday. But I really like what Randy helped me with and what Eddie Pell's helped me with, and hopefully I can make that work.
You know, you're probably going to win this year because I didn't bug your ass during the Pro-Am as I have the last 2 years. You know, what about this, Dia? What about this? What about this?
No,
I might have worn you out these last 2 years.
No, I'm just coming off the momentum of playing with you a few years ago, watching that smooth putting stroke.
Thank you, my friend.
I didn't say anything about the swing, but the putting stroke.
It's good. Hey, have a great time in Austin tonight. Best of luck, and I know a lot of people will be watching you tomorrow at high noon on T number 1 with Bob Gilder and Bruce Litsky. Those are good guys to play with.
Yeah, they really are, and I look forward to it. I hope the fans come out. The FedEx Kinkos have been great sponsors for us, and we appreciate all the time that you give us as well promoting the Champions Tour.
Always great to see you, Pro. D.A. Weibring of Dallas, thank you so much, and I hope I can be there when they present you with that big old boot Sunday afternoon. But it's time for a win here in the capital city.
I'll be looking for you.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a million. D.A. Weibring of Dallas, one of our guests here at the Hills of Lakeway. Our phone lines are always open on KLBJ Radio.